The Lean Startup by Ries is a must-read for entrepreneurs and innovators because it offers a complete framework for building a business that is adaptable, efficient, and resilient in uncertain and fast-changing environments, helping you avoid years of wasted effort on ideas that may never succeed. Point 1. Start. Every startup exists in a state of extreme uncertainty. Unlike established companies, there is no proven business model, no guaranteed customer base, and often no clarity on the final product. Traditional business planning assumes a predictable future, but startups face unknowns at every step. Rise challenges the idea that you can plan your way to success and instead treat startups as experiments. The aim is not to execute a fixed plan, but to discover through experimentation what works and what does not, before running out of time and resources. This mindset shift from following a rigid roadmap to running structured experiments is at the heart of the Lean Startup approach. Point 2. Build, measure, learn. The most important process in the Lean Startup is the build, measure, learn feedback loop. Rather than spending months or years building a polished product, you start with something small and testable. You build the product, measure its performance through customer interactions and feedback, and then learn from the data to decide your next move. The faster you move through this loop, the quicker you learn what customers actually want. This process turns the chaotic nature of startups into a disciplined cycle of learning and adjustment, ensuring that every action is aimed at making real progress toward a sustainable business. Point 3. Minimum Viable Product (MVP). The MVP is the simplest and fastest version of your product that allows you to start learning right away. It might be a basic prototype, a simple landing page, or even a manual process behind the scenes, whatever gets your idea in front of customers quickly. The goal of the MVP is to test your riskiest assumptions early. For example, you might assume customers will pay for a certain feature, but the MVP will tell you if that is true before you invest heavily in building it. Rise emphasizes that an MVP is not a lower quality product. It is a strategic tool to gather insight while minimizing wasted effort. Point 4. Validated learning. In a startup, progress is not measured by how much work you have done, how many features you have built, or how much money you have raised. Real progress comes from validated learning, evidence-based understanding of what customers want and how your product can meet that need. This requires tracking actionable metrics that clearly show cause and effect, rather than vanity metrics like total signups or page views that may look impressive, but do not drive meaningful decisions. Validated learning ensures that you are moving toward a product that fits the market rather than away from it. Point 5. Pivot or persevere. After going through several build, measure, learn cycles, you will face a decision point. Do you pivot or persevere? A pivot is a purposeful change in product direction, target audience, or business model based on what you have learned. It could mean narrowing your focus to a specific customer segment, changing your revenue model, or even shifting entirely to a different product idea. Persevering means continuing on your current path because the evidence supports it. Rise stresses that pivots are not signs of failure. They are strategic moves that increase your chances of success. Point 6. Engines of growth. Rise identifies 3 main engines that power startup growth. The sticky engine focuses on retention, keeping customers for as long as possible so that each new customer adds to your base. The viral engine depends on customers spreading the product to others, creating organic growth without high marketing costs. The paid engine uses profits from existing customers to buy more customers through advertising or sales efforts. Understanding which engine your startup relies on helps you prioritize strategies and measure success more effectively. Point 7. Innovation accounting. Startups cannot rely on traditional financial accounting alone because early numbers may not reflect long-term potential. Innovation accounting is a method for measuring progress in the face of uncertainty. It involves setting a baseline with your MVP, testing ways to improve key metrics, and using those results to make informed decisions about pivoting or persevering. This keeps the team focused on learning and improvement rather than vanity goals. Point 8. Lean thinking in practice. Borrowing from lean manufacturing principles, Rise encourages small batch sizes, rapid iteration, and continuous deployment. Instead of releasing huge updates after months of work, you release smaller updates more frequently. This allows you to gather feedback faster, identify problems earlier, and make changes before small issues become expensive mistakes. It also helps teams stay flexible and responsive to changing customer needs. Point 9. Applying Lean Startup to large companies. Although the method is often associated with small startups, large organizations can benefit as well. Many big companies struggle with innovation because of bureaucracy, slow decision-making, and fear of failure. By creating small, autonomous teams within the larger organization, companies can apply lean startup principles to develop new products quickly, test them in the market, and adapt without risking massive resources. Point 10. Continuous adaptation. The lean startup mindset is not a one-time process, it is an ongoing way of operating. Markets change, technology evolves, and customer needs shift. The companies that thrive are those that keep learning, keep adapting, and never assume that what works today will work tomorrow. By staying committed to the cycle of building, measuring, and learning, businesses remain agile and resilient over the long term. In conclusion, the lean startup is more than a business strategy. It is a philosophy for navigating uncertainty and turning ideas into real-world successes. It replaces risky guesswork with evidence-based action, helps entrepreneurs focus on what matters most, and ensures that time, energy, and money are invested wisely. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the lean startup. Applying these principles can help you build a business that adapts faster, grows smarter, and serves customers better. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to keep learning from the world's most powerful business books, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with others who want to build smarter, faster, and more effectively.